which Kendra you want. Oh, you can get all the Kendras.
I want them.
Ciao.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new to the channel, of course, hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So one thing that I'm not a hater. I always say that when someone is right, I say they're right. When I don't agree, I don't agree, right? And somebody in that category is Kendra G, right? Kendra G is a journalist, radio host. Now she does her YouTube dating show. She has the app, Kendra G Singles. She's been on it for, I think, about 6-7 years. And Kendra does a lot of coddling for the women. Kendra struggles at times to hold them accountable. But when Kendra is right, Kendra is right. Okay, when Kendra is right, she is right. And I'm not afraid to say, Kendra, well, this review, girl, nothing you did was wrong at all. So let's get right on into it, okay?
I love that you got good life. Come on, girl. How is your name? Ramona? How you say your name?
Roma.
Roma. Roma in the daytime. Where you calling me from, sweetheart?
Philly.
Philly? Oh, I used to live in Philly. Roma. Philly, how old are you?
36.
36. And what do you do for a living?
So I have my own business, and I literally just got hired as a resource development person for a well-known nonprofit here in Philly.
Okay, so you work for a nonprofit?
That's big.
Right now, yes.
Okay, nonprofit. Do you have any kids?
I have 4.
Okay, how old are your 4 kids?
20, she's about to be 21, 16, 13, and 2.
Let's pause there, right? Why did we need to know you have your business? They always have to make sure that you know that I have a business. Clearly, your job is your job, right? And having a business is nothing wrong with it. But what you do for a living is, I just have a business. Just say that you work for a nonprofit. But it's always leading with these accolades that us as Black women love to do. Nobody cares about your business, okay? If that's not your job and you're not providing for your family and it's a successful business, you just saying it is just as a way to just feel like you are so important. But let's keep going, because she's getting into her house. She has 4 children, a very small toddler at that. So let's keep going.
Okay, all by the same man?
2.
Oh.
2.
Did y'all see that? Now, I watched this and I had to come back to review it, but did y'all catch that she stumbled? Let me go back. Could y'all watch? And it's going to all make sense.
She's about to be 21, 16, 13, and 2.
Okay, all by the same man?
2.
Y'all saw that?
2. Why you not with the man you had a baby with 2 years ago?
Girl. Let's say chronic alcoholic, chronic DWI person. Yeah.
How many kids you have by him?
I have 1 by him.
1. Okay. And the other 1 are by 3 other what? So you have 3 by 1 and then 1 by 1.
Yes, and the others are by my ex-husband.
I was to say, have you been married? So you're divorced. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign, Roma?
Scorpio.
Okay. So we got Roma, Philly, 36, Scorpio, works for a nonprofit. Mom, she's divorced, 3 by her ex-husband, and then 1 kid by another gentleman. All right, let's do it. What kind of man you looking for, Roma? I like your name. Can I just say I like your name?
Oh, really? So it's Jerome. I'm a Jerome Jr.
Okay.
So I just relocated here from Texas. I'm originally from here, but I just came back. So I am 5'9". So somebody that is taller than me, African American. I've always been in a role that consists of 6 figures. I'm a doctoral student. I'm working on my 4th degree. Somebody that is more, or at least equal to, an intellectual.
So let's pause there. Okay. Basically, she wants somebody to have a bunch of degrees like she does. That's what she's saying. Okay. This mom of 4 wants a man who's 6 feet tall and wants a man who has just as many degrees, if not more. But let's make this very clear. Degrees do not equate your intellectual abilities. These women have all these degrees, but as I've always said, a lot of them are dumb as a doorknob. I'm sorry. They just are. They just are. I'm just saying. But let's keep going.
Top of everything that I have going on with myself. And that's about it, just African American.
So we kind of got there early. We kind of got here early, so let me just get in it. Do we got to make a certain amount of money?
So over 6 figures, yes.
Over 6 figures is a millionaire, because that would be 7 figures.
Yeah.
So you want to be a millionaire?
Not a millionaire. I am more so equated to the 250 range.
Okay. So the 2-year-old dad made $250K?
Yes.
Okay. So she did have that. And then your ex-husband, I'm assuming, made $250K.
Yes, he's a therapist.
Okay. All right, well.
So let me also let me. Now I don't know. I mean, maybe he been in the field for a long time and he getting paid big bucks. But $250 or more as a therapist, I find it hard to believe. But what do I know? It's always very typical that the men that they always have their kids with they're always making that much. They always meet the quota. But okay.
One thing for certain, she had it twice. So moving forward, you want a man that's 6 feet and make at least $250K.
Yes.
Now we're already on social media, and if you're familiar with my show, they're going to talk about this girl. So what would you say to? Because now this is interesting. So you had 3 kids, and then you met
4.
a man that made $250K. He didn't mind that you had 3 kids.
I have 4 kids currently.
No, I'm saying, but before you had 4 kids, you met a man and you had 3 by your ex-husband, right?
I met a man and I had 1, and he took on that one person that was literally 3 months old.
This where it get good, y'all.
Okay, I'm confused. So the 2-year-old, I thought was you only had 1 kid by.
Okay, so let me reiterate. Okay, so I have currently a person that is about to be 21 years old. She is in North Carolina right now. She's doing well for herself. I have 2 kids by 1 man that has taken care of my almost 21-year-old.
Okay, Roma, let me ask this question. How many men do you have kids by?
Okay, so sperm donor wise, because I know how you are, is 3.
No, yes. It's not how I am. It's an easy question. How many kids do you have?
Totally easy. Yes, 3 kids. But 4 kids.
Right there. That's not what you said in the beginning. In the beginning, you said you had 2 kids. You said it was 2 men. You didn't say 3.
Okay, so I have 4 kids by 3 different men.
Okay, so in the beginning you lied because I asked you that question and you said 3.
I wouldn't say I lied. It's because
it's a lie because that's not the answer. So what would it be?
So I had to reiterate myself
So remember when I said, did she catch herself? Because in the beginning she was about to say, her mouth went like, and she went to 2. She was about to say it. You're a liar, ma'am. You're a liar. And Kendra, I'm glad she is getting in her behind, because there's no reiterate yourself. No, you flat out lied. You knew that how I'm gonna look, 4 kids, 3 different men. It's going to make it. I'm gonna throw the 3 in 1. I'm not going to be honest. And then she's going to say the sperm donor. No, how many men fathered your children? Period. They want to always find a way to make it fluff and make it look better than what it is. This is just what it is. Like Kendra said, you lied. You flat out lied. Now she told me, no, I'm just reiterating myself. No, you lied. And then you're trying to backpedal because you didn't think she would get. You thought it would just skedaddle on and it would be no big deal. But had you not lied, it wouldn't have went as far as it did. But let's keep going.
It became to what you wanted to say. So let me put it this way, okay?
Well,
so
you keep saying
I had a child at 14 years old, okay? So I had a child at 14 years old, and then I met somebody at 15, and he took on my child at 14 years old. Okay?
Okay, but hold on real quick. I don't want to be hostile, but I want to correct you.
Well, you are hostile, and I'm fine with that.
Okay, you said what?
I said you are hostile, and I'm fine with that.
Well, here's the thing, Roma. I'm not hostile. What I'm not going to do is allow you to lie to me and then make
it's not lying. It's when you're married with someone for so long, and that person take on your child. You honestly, I want to say forget, but my ex-husband took care of the child that I had at 14 years old.
This lady said, basically, she forgot she had another baby daddy. Basically, she forgot she had another baby daddy. What I do not like is, and this is what I say, Kendra is not wrong at all. She don't like the fact that she getting called out. This is what I've said in this channel before. Y'all be thinking people be so aggressive, and it's not about being aggressive. It's about catch you in your lie. You're lying. And I'm not going to ask him, I'm not going to let you sit here and just lie. And then there's what you're trying to say, she just basically forgot she had another baby daddy because she's had a man take care of her kid. Good. Also, 14 years old, had a baby. 15 years old, met another man that's going to take care of you. That means a grown man that you met at 15 that wanted to raise your 3-month-old baby. Fast, hot teenage girl. That's just what it is. This is why you where you are, because you want to be fast.
So I have 4 children by 3 different men, and that's where it is.
So let me jump in. I'm not hostile. What I'm not going to allow you to do is lie. So I have to correct the lie. So the question is, at the end of the day, I just asked you a simple question. How many kids do you have by? You said 2. That's not the answer. So you're not going to call me hostile. I'm just correcting the fact and exposing the fact you lied to me. That's all that it is. We wouldn't even be here this long
had you
now
not
you just told me it was 3 men and we would have kept going.
Yep.
But now it becomes hostile.
Let's keep going.
But it becomes
I have 4 children.
It becomes hostile because I'm not going to allow you to make it seem like I'm the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy.
I didn't say you were the bad guy.
Okay. Well,
now I say that.
Okay, so now I'm kind of confused. So let me just understand. So 3 men. It's 3 men, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the first child was like a high school sweetheart.
Yes.
Okay. So the second baby daddy, that's the one that made $250K.
They all made $250K.
So the 14-year-old, he made $250K too.
Yes.
When you were 14 or when he got older?
No, when we were 14.
I'm just curious. How old was he?
How old is he? Older.
How old was he when you got pregnant at 14?
Grown.
Older.
You don't want to share. You don't want to share the age.
I cannot share that because my daughter is about to be 21 years old, and I refuse to put him in that predicament when he is a older, successful man.
What?
Okay. Okay. So you have 3 baby daddies, and they all made $250K each.
She's a liar.
Yes.
She's lying.
Okay.
You said you told me you were divorced. Who did you marry?
I married the second child, or the second and third.
Okay. So the second and third child's father is the one that you married.
The therapist, yes.
Oh, he was a therapist. Gotcha. What did the older man do, your first child's father?
I cannot disclose that, and I won't disclose that ever.
Okay, that's fine. And the third child's father, can you disclose what he did?
He is currently a psychiatric nurse in a rehabilitation.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So how we got here was
the nurse, the psychiatric nurse in rehabilitation, I'm assuming hospital clinic, is also the drunk. Got it. Okay.
The request. So ultimately, the fourth man be over 6 feet and make at least $250K.
At least.
Okay. Now, what would you say to a person that would say, they're going to say, oh, that's unrealistic. You have 4 kids, 3 men. What would you say to that?
I mean, that's their prerogative. Right now, I'm really okay with where I am in life. I relocated from Texas back to Philly. I'm doing well for myself. I have my own business, actually 2 of them.
First of all, can we pause here with the name? The name says Roma MBA. They just these women, I don't care how many accolades you have. You still got 4 kids, 3 baby daddies. Hot, fast in the pants. Why do you have to have MBA on your name when you type that in? Why? Why? It don't make you more desired by a man of the status that you want. It's not going to make him be like, oh, I want that one with the MBA.
But if they were to say that they have an issue with it, so long.
Okay. And would you date a man that made less than 250K?
I'm okay with it. Yes.
Oh, you would date a man that makes. So what's the lowest amount you would date?
Around 80.
Okay, 80. So 250K is preferred, but 80 is the lowest.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling y'all. Her baby daddies ain't make no 250. Ain't no way. That's a big difference. She said they got to make 250, over 100,000, 250. But you will go all the way down to 80. This lady is a liar. There is no way those baby daddies made no 250K, all of them. All of them. But you'll date a man who make 80K. Roma. Girl.
Could he have children?
Yes.
Do you want more kids?
No.
You don't want more kids. Okay.
No.
So, okay, we kind of got there early. So now what are deal breakers?
Deal breakers are someone who is a chronic liar. I do have multiple degrees in psychology. I can pinpoint someone out that is a liar or who is someone that is fabricating the truth.
Ooh, girl, I'm sorry I got to jump in, but that's exactly what you just did.
Actually, you didn't give me the space to explain myself.
I did give you the space. I gave you the space.
You did not.
How many?
There we go, Kendra. That's what I am like so happy Kendra is because she says she can spot a person who is fabricating a story. How ironic that the one who has all these multiple psychology degrees, the liar who tried to spin her own story, is good at pointing out a chronic liar.
Kids you had by, you could have said 3.
Yes,
you literally
honestly, I could have said 3.
Just lied.
Are you gonna let me talk right now,
Kendra?
And you're gonna sit there and
this is funny.
Kendra.
Roma. You talked about a chronic liar, and that's exactly what you just did.
Chronic?
Yes. Yes.
You said
chronic is not true.
Lie.
When someone comes into your life, when you are raped at the age of 14 and takes over your children, and you look at that person as a father figure, and that person still takes care of your child. Okay?
Well, let me jump to this. Obviously, we don't want to go deep with that story.
I will go deep with that because you can Google me and you can LinkedIn me and you can find out the truth.
The point of first of all, I want to say this because when it gets there, obviously, I'm sorry you went through that. But at the end of the day, I'm quite sure you're familiar with my show. This is not the first time you watching my show, right? So you know when I ask that question because there's levels to me asking that question.
There are 2 men that will come at your neck about my children, not 3.
First of all, ain't nobody coming at my
not
neck.
Yours, but I'm saying the person that I am dealing with. But there are 2 men that are active role models of my children as opposed to 3. So the first child would never be a factor. Because that first man has never signed a birth certificate. He wasn't there. And my ex-husband was there. So my ex-husband played that role of someone that took the father figure of my almost 21-year-old that is now highly successful in North Carolina. And she's great.
So let me just make this very clear. It is great that she was able to have a man who she saw as a father figure, end up marrying, whatever, take care of her daughter. That is great. But what it don't change is the fact that you still have children by multiple men. That's not her biological father. So again, when Kendra's asking these questions, I think these women know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to play games. They're trying to manipulate. They're trying to act like they're trying to act dumb. And somebody who's so educated, somebody who has all these degrees, who's doing this, who got this, who got that, you should know this. But again, my heart goes out to any woman who experiences, any essay. But I also feel like a lot of times they use this as a way to get out of being accountable, and it has to always go here. It has to always go here because you're trying to deflect, you're trying to avoid accountability. Then you want everybody to feel sorry for you. No, ma'am, you're a liar and you're a fraud.
So
I'm listen, there's nothing.
I understand where you're coming from as a publicist and as somebody that is in the social media publicist.
Who's the publicist?
I mean, you're public, right?
Oh, you said I'm not a publicist though. I'm a journalist that hosts a dating show.
So you're a journalist.
Yeah. So I just asked the questions. I just want the truth.
And I'm correcting you.
Oh no. Well, here's the thing, Roma. First of all, again, I'm sorry what you went through in your past. I felt like I'm quite sure this is year 6. You've seen my show a few times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yeah.
This is not your first time watching me, I'm assuming. Can you answer? Is it hello? I'm not sure if you clicked off. I mean, her name is. Oh, there you go.
I'm here. Sorry.
Right there. I said, is this your first time finding out about Kendra G?
I mean, if you want that.
No, Roma. I'm just asking you questions, girl.
Answer the question,
girl. Yeah, it's not my first time. Sorry.
Okay. So with that being said, I've been doing this show for 6 years.
I know.
So when I ask that question, it's the same question I've asked for 6 years. Right. And the only reason we went down this dark road, because had you just said
it's not dark.
Well, I don't like what you went through in the past. I feel like that's dark. Huh?
It's not dark. At the end of the day, I love God, and it's not dark.
Okay. Well, either way. Mm-hmm. I'm standing 10 toes down on, had you just in the beginning answered the question about the 3 men, then we wouldn't have had the back and forth that we had and the confusion, because I was under the impression, because I was going to ask you questions as I did pertaining to that, but we're now moving forward. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
But God is working on me. Okay, let's get
working on us.
He's working on me. He's working.
No, you can come for me. Like, I'm fine with it.
No, Roma. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about this. I never came for you. I just didn't allow you to lie to me.
Boom.
That's all.
And that's the thing. Women who don't like accountability, who are going to try to finesse and tell a whole different story to try to make themselves look better than they are, is going to find a way to make it, oh, now she's coming for me. You've been coming for me, or you're aggressive, you hostile, you're this, you this. No, you're a liar who got caught in the lie. That's it. That's it. That's all. You're a liar who got caught in her lie, and you didn't like it. Now you're trying to act all big and bad, and you like you're doing something when you're wrong. So I'm glad Kendra's standing 10 toes down on this, because, girl, what?
I'm not gonna lie, it was more so no.
Yes.
So if you would have said how many people I laid down with, that's a different story.
Say that, Roma.
Exactly. But if you were to say how many people you had, children with,
I would say, how many kids' dads do you have?
That's what she said.
Exactly. And I will always consider my ex-husband as my daughter's, that's about to be 21 years old, father.
But this is why I asked you if you were familiar with my show, because
I am familiar, but you asked a blank question and I answered it.
Well, okay, so since you're familiar with my show, you knew what I meant when I asked
it. But other people didn't other people didn't know. So
other people didn't know what?
What you meant.
You knew.
Ooh, child. Should he look a certain way?
I stated over 6 feet because I'm 5'9", African American. I stated the range of salary.
Look a certain way usually is, you can add height.
Yeah. But when
it's about what?
When you make a certain range, you look a
I
certain
didn't
way.
ask that question yet. I said that we look a certain way. That's the next question. So the question is, does she look a certain way? Like complexion, tall, slim, you going forward. This question right now is, should he look a certain way?
There you go.
Lighter than me, over 6 feet.
Okay. We already got to the money question. Let's do the Kendra cam.
Okay.
She's trying to suck her stomach in. She's sucking her stomach in, y'all.
Okay, we see you, girl.
Suck
A little bit.
A little bit what?
I said a little bit because I'm on my weight loss journey, so
a little big.
Bit. Okay. Should he? We already did that. When was your last relationship?
A month ago.
Month ago. Oh, you just ended a relationship a month ago. Is it over?
Over.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
A month ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Someone who is a chronic liar. Someone who is shorter than me. So I'm 5'9". So someone who is 5'9" or shorter. And someone who is unemployed.
Did y'all hear the question? Because I know she heard the question. And Kendra's so over it that I might be about to correct you. Because at this point, you just don't, the men ain't choosing you. Nobody wants you. She actually 3 faults you got to work on. And you give the same list of deal breakers for the man.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
So I feel as though that you are short-tempered right now. So I'm going to keep this short.
Who's short-tempered?
You are, girl. It's fine. I know.
I love it. Why am I short-tempered? Because I'm asking you the questions and allowing you to answer them. So now if I go back and forth with you, I'm aggressive, I'm all those things. Now I'm asking you the questions. I'm short-tempered. You don't take responsibility. Which way you want it, girl? You want
I don't
me to
take
argue
responsibility.
with you? You want me?
Let's
I'm giving you the courtesy of allowing you to answer the questions with no rebuttal. And now I'm short-tempered. What responsibility do you have, Roma?
All of them. That's why I'm answering your questions.
No, I want to know, what energy do you think you brought to this? Because I gave you 3 different versions of Kendra. The last Kendra, I'm just allowing you to answer, and then you came back.
The last Kendra is the responsible Kendra.
I want to know, what responsibility do you think you brought to this interview?
Nothing.
I'm going to be respectful. So the last Kendra was the professional Kendra, the journalist Kendra. The second Kendra. You
called her short-tempered, but then you called her short-tempered.
Can you let me finish my answer? You would not let me finish my answer.
I was letting you finish your answers, and then you called me short-tempered.
I said,
so now it's like, I don't know which Kendra you want. You can get all the Kendras.
Period.
I want them.
Ciao.
Y'all, I'm so proud of Kendra, and I want women to get called out more like that, especially on her show. I think these women are so stuck up. They are so delusional, and they are big fat liars who think that they could just say whatever, do whatever, and throw their degrees around with all their kids and their baby daddies. No matter what you try to do, the lie is going to always be broken apart because it's a lie. When you tell the truth, can't nobody argue with the truth. The truth is going to just be what it is. But when you're trying to finesse, when you're trying to find a way to make yourself look better than the next woman that was on the show, it's not going to work. And Kendra didn't let it happen, as she should not have. This lady was a flat out liar, a flat out hypocrite. And I don't believe nothing that she said about her life. Nothing about her dating life. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. But what do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts? Y'all think Kendra did her thing? Because I do. But what do y'all think? Share what y'all think in the comments. Drop it down below. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.